So today we're going to take you on a tour of our Toyota Dolphin. Follow us. We'll go on a Toyota Motorhome tour. Okay, so there's the bedroom. Just want to show you what this is here. This is a privacy curtain that we use to separate the living area from the driving area. So the cockpit's in here. When we're parked, we mostly use that for storage. Basically what this does is at night, when we have the lights on, we don't want people to be able to see in to the living area from the windows. So we put this cloth down. RV stores carry privacy cloths like this. They're usually pretty expensive. This is actually just a painter's drop cloth from Home Depot. Very cheap. And next, let's show you the living room. This is the living room. This couch actually folds down into a bed, a full-size bed, if you wanted to use it for that. I won't unfold it all the way. You just pull it like this. It pulls out. One downside to that is when it is folded out into a bed, you can't really use the walkway. It only leaves about this much of a walkway. So we don't use it that often. Every once in a while we'll have someone visit and they will sleep on this. It's a comfortable bed. And this is our dining room. Little dinette area. We usually do eat in here. We use this table a lot. I also use it to sit and write on my computer. The big thing here that we've done that is really cool, and this was another one of Tom's great ideas, we like to use the area under the counter for extra dry goods storage, especially for things like liquor bottles that won't fit in the cabinets. And the problem is, when we're driving, all of this would fall out everywhere. So Tom had the idea of installing these little railings here, and they actually come out. Another feature that we upgraded that I definitely want to show you is the floor. We upgraded to this floor, which is just Allure flooring, and I'll link to the blog post that gives you step-by-step instructions on how we did that in the notes below. Alright, so moving on to the kitchen. This is our kitchen area. I love to cook, so it was really important to me that we get something I could cook in easily. And that's one of the biggest pluses of this motorhome. The kitchen is awesome. One of the biggest things that Toyota motorhomes have that you don't see very often is an oven. Now the oven runs on propane. We also have, pretty big sink here. And one of the nice things in the sink is there's this piece of countertop that's removable. So you can use the sink, but then when you need more counter space, put that back. You can use that to put your cutting board on. When you're cooking in a small space like this, counter space is the thing that pretty much always becomes a problem. So this is an awesome feature right here. Over here we have a little more counter space. I mostly use this little space for making drinks, for making cocktails. So this is kind of our little mini bar space. Underneath it, we have our refrigerator. This is a 7-gallon container for drinking water because the tanks in Toyota motorhomes are a lot smaller than other RVs. They're only 17 gallons. When we like to boondock for a week to 2 weeks at a time. So we bring this 7-gallon container of water with us as well for drinking water. And here, point this out, this is actually a handmade produce net. There's a really nice guy we met down here in Mexico that hand makes these. So we use this one for produce, and I'll show you in a bit, but we actually have one in the bathroom as well. They're extra storage without taking up any extra space, which is awesome. And this right here is another one of Tom's upgrades. This is a 12-volt charger and USB port. It runs down to our coach battery, our 12-volt battery that runs everything in the coach area of the motorhome. And I'll link in the notes to our blog post that takes you step by step how to install this as well. This is the bathroom, and one thing that is awesome in this Dolphin is that we have a separate bathroom with a separate shower stall. Another thing that's nice is we have this for privacy. When we were looking for a motorhome or a camper van, we weren't sure what we were going to get. We definitely didn't care a lot about a bathroom. A bathroom wasn't very important to us. But now that we've been living in this thing as long as we have, we've realized that the separate bathroom is actually really, really nice. It's a nice feature that I would recommend looking for. Back here in the bathroom, we also have another one of these produce nets that we repurpose to hold our toiletries that we use frequently. So like our toothbrushes, our toothpaste, that sort of thing is up here. The nice thing about this is if anything we leave on the counter when we drive, it's going to fall over. So it has to be moved into the cabinet or put somewhere where it's secure. This stuff, we don't ever have to move it because this can stay up while we're driving, no problem. You can get something like this on a lot of RV supply stores. They make nets like this for hanging produce. So right up here, this is actually an air conditioning unit. These come with all the, at least 80s models, Toyota Motorhomes. And they're pretty heavy and you can only use them when you're plugged in. So we're actually thinking about taking this one out. If you take it out, you have another skylight here. So we've thought about taking this out and putting in another one of the skylight vents because we just don't use it very much and it's a lot of extra weight. And then I also want to point out our LED lights. So we have LED light bulbs installed instead of the regular old style light bulbs. The motorhome came all with the older style of light bulbs, but they use a lot more power. These LED bulbs only use 10% of the power of those regular bulbs. So we got LED lights and installed them all around because we're always trying to save on power. We do have a solar panel that recharges our battery, and we'll show you that in a minute.
Okay, I'll take you for a little tour on the outside. Starting with this 100-watt solar panel down here that feeds directly into the battery, and that gives us power to run the water pump and run our lights all night, and we can also charge our phones and things. A very handy thing to have. 100 watts is more than adequate for what we need. We also use a spare tank for the propane. This is really helpful when the one that's on board is getting depleted. We can take it out and go have it filled and run off this portable one. And it's really handy if you do this to have a spare tank. This is how the solar panel connects with our battery. Simple. Red is hot, black is negative.